morning everyone, welcome to our GKRB online classes. So today we will study about what the 5th chapter of our geography department, and the chapter name is what? Minerals and energy resources. What? Minerals and energy resources. In our previous standard from 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, we had already discussed about what are minerals and what are energy resources. Okay, but we have to we have to get broader knowledge about what are minerals. So according to our book, what is the definition of minerals? First we have to go through minerals, after that energy resources in our daily life. Okay, from our toothpaste to from our daily using equipments. Okay, in everything that are made by the minerals, from one small you can say pin, or from toothpaste to from you can say large building. These are formed by what? Many type of minerals. So minerals are the, you can say minerals are also, you can say are also available in our food also. Okay, so in our daily life minerals are played and you can say key role in our daily life, in our livelihood. Okay, so what is the definition of minerals? Homogeneous, naturally occurring. Homogeneous means one type of, or you can say uniformly. Okay, naturally occurring substances. Substances means the things, okay, which a definable internal structure. Means the minerals are what? Unitarily formed. A single type of minerals are naturally occurring. Naturally formed substance means things, you can say those also with a definable internal structure. Okay, and these minerals are found in the what? Rock body. You can say minerals are found in the rock body. So homogeneous means unitarily formed, or you can say one type of mineral, and it grow up, or you can say it build up by naturally. Okay, it are created by these are created by naturally with a definable internal structure. And minerals are what? You can say spatial internal structure or spatial internal structure. Okay, and these are found in various forms in nature. Okay, in nature, in our, you can say in our environment, in our surface, these minerals are found in various kinds like zinc, okay, then coal, copper, bauxite, manganese. So these are the what? You can say important examples of mineral. Okay, in our previous standard we had already studied about what are minerals. Okay, after that the types of minerals. Types of minerals. What are the types of minerals? Metallic minerals, then non-metallic minerals, and third, energy minerals. These are the what? You can say the types of metallic minerals. What are metallic minerals? The minerals which are consist of metal, that are known as, you can say, metallic minerals. After that, non-metallic minerals, the minerals which you can say which do not have metallic, you can say do not have what? Metallic consistent, or metallic minerals, that are called what? Non-metallic minerals. After that, energy minerals, the minerals which are generally used to create what? Energy, like electricity, like coal, petroleum, natural gas. These are the what? Combine the energy minerals. Okay, so first one is metallic minerals. Metallic minerals are also classified into three class or three categories. Okay, ferrous, non-ferrous and precious. Ferrous, second non-ferrous, and third precious. Non-ferrous. Okay. After that, what? Ferrous, non-ferrous, and precious. Okay. These are the classification of metallic minerals. And then you can say what are metallic minerals? The minerals which are consist of metal that are known as metallic minerals. And what are the types of metallic minerals? Ferrous, non-ferrous, and precious. So what are ferrous minerals? You can say the minerals which are contain what? Iron, that are known as ferrous minerals. What contain iron? Okay. These minerals are known as what? Ferrous minerals, like iron, manganese. Okay. These are the what? These are the type of ferrous minerals. After that, what? The minerals which do not contain what? Iron, that are known as non-ferrous minerals. What? Do not contain iron. Or you can say in that type of minerals we cannot found the iron content. That type of minerals are called as non-ferrous minerals. Okay, like bauxite, copper. Okay, these are the best example of non-ferrous what minerals. Okay, after that precious iron, precious minerals. Precious minerals like silver, gold. Okay, then diamond. These are the category of what? Precious minerals, because what these minerals have high economic value. That's why these minerals are known as what? Precious minerals. So these are the classification of what? Metallic minerals. After that, non-metallic. Non-metallic. Okay, so the minerals that do not have what? Metallic content, that minerals are called as what? Non-metallic minerals. Okay, and the best example of non-metallic minerals are known as, you can say, copper and bauxite. Okay, you can write copper and bauxite is the best example of non-metallic minerals. And the third one is what? Energy minerals. Okay, coal, petroleum, and natural gas. Okay, these are the example of energy minerals. By the coal, petroleum, and natural gas, we can able to what? Create electricity, or we can able to generate what? Energy like electricity. Okay, these are the types of minerals: metallic minerals, ferrous, non-ferrous, and precious. After that, non-metallic minerals and energy minerals. Okay, later on we will clearly describe about non-metallic minerals, what? Like coal, iron. Okay, like manganese. Okay, we will clearly discuss about metallic minerals. Okay, some of the important metallic minerals like iron, manganese, and some of the important non-metallic minerals like copper, okay, bauxite, and coal, petroleum, and natural gas. Okay, after what the types of minerals, let's move up to where these minerals are occur, or where these minerals are found. Occurrence. minerals. Okay. So first, in igneous and metamorphic rocks, minerals may occur in the cracks of the rocks. Okay. After that, crevices, faults or joints. We can found the minerals in the what? In the rock body, in the cracks of the rock body of igneous rocks and metamorphic rocks. We can found, or these minerals are formed in that cracks or joints of the igneous rocks and metamorphic rocks. Okay. The smaller occurrence are called veins. Okay. The smaller means if the minerals are quantitatively, you can say in the quantity that are found in small number, then you can call that minerals what? Veins. And the high or huge amount of minerals are found in that rock body, you can call the minerals at lodes. Okay. The small quantity of the minerals is known as veins, and the high or you can say huge amount of the minerals is known as what? Lodes. Okay. In most cases, they are formed when minerals in liquid, molten and gaseous forms are forced upward through cavities towards the earth's surface. They cool and solidify as they rise. Major metallic minerals like tin, copper, zinc and lead etc. are obtained from veins and lodes. Okay, so these are the forms of what? Minerals. Okay, minerals are maybe in gaseous form or maybe in liquid form, or you can say in hard form. These are the three types of forms of what? Minerals. Okay, we can found minerals in gaseous forms or liquid form or harder form. Okay. After that, igneous rocks and metamorphic rock. In sedimentary rocks, is number of minerals occur in beds or layers. By layers or layers, we can find the minerals in sedimentary rocks body. But in what? In igneous rocks and in metamorphic rock, generally what? Minerals are found in rocks body. That's why what? The occurrence of minerals are in what? Rock cracks or rocks joint. Okay. So in igneous rocks, in metamorphic rocks body, in cracks, in joints, we can found in very less amount of minerals, or you can say very huge amount of minerals in the igneous rocks cracks or in the metamorphic rocks cracks. But in sedimentary rock, the minerals are found by layer. Okay. By this type of layer, by step we can found the minerals in sedimentary rocks body. They have been formed as a result of deposition, accumulation and concentration in horizontal strata. Minerals include coal, okay, gypsum, potash, salt and sodium salt. This type of minerals are found in sedimentary rocks body by layer by strata, you can say by horizontal strata. Okay, these are formed as a result of evaporation, especially in arid region. Okay, in sedimentary rocks body. Okay, another mode of formation or form involves the decomposition of surface rock and the removal of soluble constituents, leaving a residual mass of weather material what? Containing ores. Bauxite is formed this way by the decomposition in what? Rocks or in you can say in ores. Okay, these are the another forms of what? Minerals are in decomposition forms of what? Rocks. We can found or we can found the minerals in the decomposition form of the ores or rock also. Okay, then certain minerals may occur as alluvial soil deposit in sands of valley floors and the base of hills. Hills mean small mountains. Okay, these deposits are called placer deposits and generally contain minerals which are not coated by water. Gold, silver, tin and the platinum are most important among such minerals. Most of the minerals are found in the foot of the mountains, hill, you can say small hills and also in alluvial soil body also. Okay, the ocean water contain vast quantities of minerals like salt, but most of these are too widely diffused to be economic significance. Common salt, magnesium and bromine are largely derived from ocean water. So these are the places, mostly these are the places, or you can say these are the important regions, important places where we can found what different kind of various types of minerals in rock body, in sedimentary rock, in metamorphic, in igneous rock, in alluvial soil, in mountain, you can say in mountain feet areas we can found different kind of minerals such as iron, bauxite, copper, manganese, salt. Okay, these limestone, this type of minerals are occur or formation in that particular places, in particular weathering condition. Okay, then in metallic minerals, okay, we have already discussed about what the types of minerals. The first one is metallic minerals. Metallic minerals are also three types: what? Ferrous, non-ferrous, and you can say precious. Ferrous, which are ferrous minerals? The minerals which are contain iron, okay, that are known as ferrous minerals, and the non-ferrous that do not have what? Iron content, that minerals are known as what? Non-ferrous. And precious like gold, silver and diamond, these are the what? More economic value, that's why they are known as precious what? Precious minerals. Okay, so in metallic minerals, the best example of metallic minerals are iron ore and what? Manganese. Okay, these are the best example of what? Metallic minerals. So let's discuss about iron ores or iron. Okay, iron ore is the basic mineral and the backbone of industrial development. In industrial work, in every industrial activities, what iron ore played what very prominent or important role to what create or produce goods. India is rich in good quality iron ores. Magnetite is the finest iron ore with a very high content of iron up to 7%. It has excellent magnetic qualities, especially valuable in the electric industry. Okay, so listen carefully. Which iron ore is the finest iron ore? Magnetite iron ore is the finest iron ore, and it is what usually, you can say usually using by the what factories, by the industries, okay, to produce goods, because it contains what high amount of high percentage of iron, approximately 70%. Okay, then hematite ore is the most important industrial iron ore in terms of the quantity used, but has a slightly lower iron content than magnetite, 50 to 60%. So hematite iron ore also what contain 50 to 60 what percentage of iron in the body. That's why after magnetite, hematite by quantity, okay, by quality magnetite is the best, but by quantity what hematite is the best. So this magnetite and hematite, the two type of iron ore mostly used by the what industrial sector. Okay, after that the major iron ore belts in India are Odisha, Jharkhand belt. Okay, in Odisha high grade hematite ore is found in Badampahar mines in the Mayurbhanj and Kendujhar districts in the adjoining Singhbhum district of Jharkhand. Hematite iron ore is mined in Goa and now Mandi. So these are the important places of India where we can found what the iron ore mining center, and India is rich in what iron producing what place, or India is what one of the most important or one of the, you can say, highly ranked who are produced what iron in their what places. Okay, so listen carefully. Many map work are also what come from this chapter. So you have to study this chapter what very briefly, clearly and thoroughly, because what many map work are also what come from this chapter. Okay, like in India. Okay, what are the major iron producing states like Odisha, Jharkhand? You can easily what point out that places. If we what briefly describe about that or briefly learn about this chapter. Okay, then Durg, Bastar, Chandrapur belt lies in Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra. Very high grade hematites are found in the famous what Baliadalyam range of hills in the Bastar district of Chhattisgarh in Maharashtra. Okay, after that Chhattisgarh, Odisha, okay, and Jharkhand. Okay, these are the major iron producing states of India. Okay, then Chikmagaluru, Tamakuru belt in Karnataka has large reserves or iron ore. The Kudermukh mines located in Western Ghats of Karnataka are a 100% export unit. Kudermukh deposits are known to be one of the largest in the world. So, if we are studying what briefly about iron ore, that we can find that Karnataka, Maharashtra, Odisha, Jharkhand, and what Chhattisgarh, these are the important states which are very rich in iron produce. Okay, after that Maharashtra Goa belt includes the state of Goa and Ratnagiri district of Maharashtra. Iron ore is exported through what Marmagaon port. Okay, so these are the important iron producing state of India. After that manganese is also what a metallic minerals. Manganese is mainly used in the manufacturing of steel and what ferromanganese alloy. It is also used in manufacturing bleaching powder, what insecticides and paints. Odisha is the largest producer of manganese ores in India. Okay, so Odisha, one of the what largest you can say manganese producing state of India. Most of the manganese are produced in Odisha. Okay, from the Indian state. Got it? After that, non-ferrous minerals, okay, like copper and bauxite. Copper being malleable or ductile and a good conductor, copper is mainly used in electrical cables. This is a general knowledge that copper is mainly used in electrical field. Electronics and chemical industries, the Palghar mines in Madhya Pradesh, Khetri mines in Rajasthan, and Singhbhum district of Jharkhand are leading producer of what? Copper. Okay. After that, bauxite deposits are formed by the decomposition of a rich in aluminium silicates. Aluminium is an important metal because it combines the strength of metals such as iron, okay, with extreme lightness and also with good conductivity and great what malleability. India's bauxite deposits are mainly found in the Amarkantak plateau, okay, then Maikal hills and the plateau region of Bilaspur and Katni. So these are the what important what bauxite producing areas of our India. Got it? So these minerals are the categories of what metallic minerals. Okay. After that, non-metallic minerals. Non-metallic minerals, mica. Okay. Mica is a mineral made of a series of plates or leaves. It splits easily into thin sheets. Mica can be clear, black, green, red, yellow, or brown. These are the this is the color variations of mica. Okay. Due to its excellent dielectric strength, low power loss factor, what insulating properties and resistant to high voltage, what mica is one of the most indispensable minerals used in electric and electronic industries. Okay, mica deposits are found in the northern edge of the Chhota plateau in the middle part of our India. Then Koderma Gaya, Hazaribagh belt of Jharkhand in the leading is the leading producer in like Odisha what leading producing in manganese. Okay, just like that, Jharkhand is the what leading producing state in mica of India. Okay, so mica is one of the most important what non-metallic minerals. After mica, what limestone is one of the best example of non-metallic minerals. Limestone is found in association with rocks composed of calcium carbonates or calcium and what magnesium carbonates. It is found in sedimentary rocks or most what geological formation. Limestone is the basic raw material for the cement industries and essential for what smelting iron ore in the blast furnace. Okay, so limestone is also one of the most important what non-metallic minerals. So these are all about metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. In our next class we will discuss about energy minerals, or you can say energy resources like coal, petroleum and what natural gas. And in what energy resources, there are the classification of energy resources also, what conventional resources and non-conventional resources. About energy resources we will discuss about our next class. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.